Yeah, I went over to Tahiti for the trials, and for once it was really small and pretty average, but yeah, the day I left from Tahiti going home before the main contest started, apparently is the day the swell popped up on the map.
I was there for a few weeks before it. I go there early every year with Billabong and the junior team. We take a few young guys there and we go there for the trials. So we were just thinking, oh, it's a good chance for the World Tour event to get some waves this year. So I tracked it right from the start and scoped every bit of map out, every site. And when it first came up and how big the period and the heights were, I was quite blown away because I'd never seen them heights before.
Yeah, I went home and got a week at home just cruising, and then everyone's ringing me saying there's this massive swell going to Tahiti, and I didn't even really look. I just went, all right, I'll go back.
The difference to this swell was how thick and fast it was moving.
You just got to go out there for 5 minutes and you realise that there's not even a thought process of being able to run the Billabong Pro today. I don't know if there's going to be one human being paddling all day.
It was crazy, mate. So we're like, oh well, we're going to be able to tow this. Like, in one part of our minds, like, we were, but another part we're like, I don't think we can.
Eventually got a ski and kind of worked out. We didn't get out there till 9:30, and by the time we got out there, the tide started rising, and... Guys, let's go! Yeah.
Taped all the skis up, come back in 20 minutes. We've had our wetties on all morning, our jackets. We were like looking at it, and we watched about 3 sets, and it was just dirty and dark and just going below sea level, so thick. But we've seen a couple we could make, and I basically just said, who wants to go first? I said, Laurie, you want to go first? Yes, you want to go first? And he goes, all right, I'll go first. So I went, sweet, you know what I mean? And got him into 2 beauties, mate. First one was a real long one, and he came out just frothing. And then the second one was a thick one, like big one. And he made both. So we're like, well, this is makeable. So it was on, mate. could be on okay, like a 10 to 15 footer, and then it turns into a 20 footer. So it's, you know what I mean? But once you've, you know what I mean, locked and loaded and let go of that rope, it doesn't matter. Like you got to commit, you're committed, and there's no pulling out the back, you're in. We're just looking at the backs of the wave, and you see how powerful it is. Like, I guess the closest thing I could describe would be like a bomb going off.
I remember seeing Nathan Fletcher's wave and Bruce's waves both from behind, and I just remember seeing the explosions that those waves had, and then you could tell that they were way bigger than all the, like any other waves. That, like, I mean, there was some other big waves, but those to me were the biggest ones.
We're about 100 feet out, but then up the reef, right where it's just coming out of deep water, and it's closing out, and then it's just bending that last bit, and it nearly looks unmakeable. So, and every one was just going like back of the wave, and then just, you know what I mean? They were going like 50 foot up in the air, like big shooms of water just exploding. It was pretty heavy, you know what I mean? And that's where you know what I mean, you could die.
Yeah, just one of those hell days, and every wave was pretty much something special.
I guess I did achieve a goal that day. I wanted to just get one of them big ones and get as deep as I pictured, and I've done that, and I made it, and I guess I achieved my goal, and I'm pretty happy about that. And even if I never done it again, I could sit back and go, I've achieved my goal for sure.
When you look back and think of all the swells you've surfed, when I look back, I think that's probably going to be one of the biggest. I don't know if there's ever going to be a bigger swell than that swell at Tahiti. And it was just one of those days where everyone was just going for it, and I don't know why, but it's pretty much the best feeling in the world.
Not many people can ever experience what we have, but to actually ride one and look out is another thing, and money can't pay for that.